Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Roush, and welcome to week 11 of the Pokemon Speedruns Draft League. Man, we are just getting ready to wrap up here. Just a few more weeks left until the playoffs, and man, it has been so much fun this season, especially for me. So, yeah, as you can see, last week we took the 3-0 forfeit type. Actually, well, yeah, forfeit type victory over the Oakland Adaptability. This match is a heck of a lot different. I kind of like what I have to deal with. But, you know, first let's go ahead and talk about what my team has done so far this season. As you can see, the number one, the MVP of the team and the entire league is Raikou. Man, only been brought to 6 matches, but in those 6 matches, Raikou has been a freaking force, man. It has been so spectacular for me. Still, Swampert, I've brought to every single match so far. 6 deaths, 4 survivals, 6 kills. So it's got a nifty little +2 differential there, despite the fact that it's died so many times, and it's mostly a support Pokemon. So, I don't know. I have a significant chunk of team depth, as you can see. Only Kecleon hasn't been brought to a match. Honestly, Kecleon's not that good a Pokemon. It kind of was just there for filler. If you're looking at kind of a bulkier variant team, or a Trick Room type team, maybe Kecleon would be better suited, but I kind of don't have that kind of a core. So Kecleon really hasn't fit in well with my team and the way that it's styled to play. But, you know, it's not a bad mon. It's not. Hydreigon, Mamoswine, Arcanine, Flargus, Virizion, Kecleon, Mega Beedrill, Fortress, Swampert, Swellow, and Raikou. I've rocked with these same 11 since week 1, and I feel like taking them all the way through. The good shot in playoffs. I got to be really careful, though, how I build for the next few weeks. In fact, if I win this match, I am guaranteed... No. Sorry, I need to win 2 matches. If I win 2 matches, I am guaranteed top playoff spot. I think. Something like that. Either that or top 2. I might only be guaranteed top 2. But if I win all 3 of these matches, obviously I clinch top spot. But let's go ahead and take a look at my opponent. So my opponent this week is the Kentucky Fried Crawdon and my good buddy SirArondight. He has a roster of Kyurem Black, Melodic, Umbreon, Amoonguss, Incineroar, a Kaledol, a Mega Aggron, a Togekiss, a Lucario, a Rotom-Mow, and Alakazam. So kind of a bulky team, and then just a bunch of hard-hitting special attackers. With Rotom-Mow, Alakazam, Kyurem Black has a tremendous special move pool. Just kind of an interesting thing. He's kind of new to Pokemon battling, so he's been kind of playing stall and hasn't had a lot of really good matches, but I have faith in him. He's definitely gotten better as the season's gone on. Just something I need to be really careful of, because he's, despite all of his losses, he's no slouch. So I just have to be really cautious around him. Really huge threats. Obviously, Kyurem Black's a threat for most teams. If he brings some sort of like really speedy Alakazam, like maybe even a modest Scarfed Alakazam, that could prove a lot of trouble, because it does outspeed stuff like my Swellow and my Mega Beedrill, and Alakazam can one-hit KO both of those, even with something like a Scarf Psyshock or a Scarf Psychic. Just really powerful stuff. Rotom-Mow would be a decent check to my Raikou. I need to bring either Signal Beam or HP Ice in order to hit it. Mega Aggron kind of tanks most of my Pokemon, with the exception of maybe Hydreigon and Arcanine. But for the most part, Mega Aggron is a huge threat. It deals really well with my Mega Beedrill. So there's that. Among Us is a really nice mon, and I do have trouble with the water coverage. So even Melodic is a threat to me, both offensively and defensively. And then, of course, like I said, Kieran Black is just an absolute threat overall. So mons that I expect him to bring, I expect him to bring a Kieran Black. I expect him to bring the Melodic. I'm anticipating Among Us. I expect Mega Aggron. And then maybe Togekiss and Alakazam, maybe, to round it out. But honestly, I have no clue what he wants to bring against me. We'll find out, obviously. So let's go ahead and talk about what mons I am bringing. So to start off, I am bringing that big Mega Beedrill this week. That is the Wicker Man, Swords Dance, U-Turn, Poison Jab, and Drill Run. Now, I wanted something that can outspeed even something like a Scarf Togekiss. If you wanted to surprise bring it, I do outspeed Scarf Togekiss because it reaches like 426 is what Scarf Togekiss hits. So I outspeed by 1 point. Swords Dance into Poison Jab ought to KO pretty much any variant, even like a max defense Kebia. So if I set up on, let's pretend, Umbreon, and he doesn't go for the foul play, I set up a Swords Dance, and then I can either U-turn and KO Umbreon, or Poison Jab and kill pretty much anything else. Drill Run is there just for the Aggron coverage, even though it's probably not going to be doing a whole heck of a lot. It's just there because it can be. But Mega Beedrill, for the most part, is designed to either pivot around or just dent holes in all of the walls. Because Mega Beedrill is not my end goal this week. Next mon that I am bringing, hello, it is the Kecleon. It is blending in. You are Assault Vested this week. Sucker Punch, Drain Punch, Power Up Punch, Ice Punch. Would be really awesome if it got, freaking, what's it called? Increases punching power moves. It's the one that Pangoro gets. Iron Fist. And, I guess, Infernape gets it too. But, we'll take Protean. Sucker Punch is there for that priority, especially against something like Alakazam. Drain Punch is there for the longevity purposes. Power Punch is there to get added strength, especially against mons like Umbreon. And Ice Punch is mainly there to deal with the Togekiss. Yeah, this mon is kind of weak to the Togekiss. But if I just bring it in and then Ice Punch, I can get some nice chip off. And the Assault Vest on Kecleon is so good because there's a lot of special bulk in this mon. As you can see, I hit 341. Then after Assault Vest, we're talking like 512 something special defense, and that is definitely not shabby. Kecleon, just a really, really spectacular special sponge this week, and hopefully we'll get to see a little bit of action out of you. Next mon I'm bringing is the Pretty Petal Flower Shop. That is the Flargus, and Flargus this week is going to be just a kind of a standard Wish Protect Aromatherapy Moonblast, because I want longevity purposes, especially for the team, because stuff like blending in is designed to take hits, but doesn't have the world's best recovery, so Wish is kind of there to help patch that hole. SirArondight's team, for the most part, in terms of its offense, is special, but Kieran Black and Mega Aggron are better walled by another mon of mine, and we'll get to him in a little bit. You can probably already guess who I'm talking about. But for the most part, his team is very specially based, so having a Spadef Florges with that massive special defense stat is going to be really useful to kind of just survive and pass wishes off to the team. And Moonblast gets pretty decent coverage. It does strike the Umbreon super effectively, and most of the other team for neutral damage. And then obviously it's super effective on Kieran Black, but it's resisted by Mega Aggron. But again, Pretty Petal is not designed to deal with such. I leave that a little bit more up to Dr. Doofenshmirtz here. As you can see, this is a really cool bulky variant this week that I'm bringing with Roost, Taunt, Dark Pulse, and Flamethrower. I wanted something that could deal really well with Mega Aggron, something that can shut down something like Melodic, because Melodic is really solid mon. And Hydreigon is here to do exactly that with the Taunt, and then Dark Pulse is just really nice coverage versus his team. Flamethrower is there to hit stuff like, as I said, the Mega Aggron, and I guess the Lucario as well, but I'm not outspeeding that, so it's not as important. But Hydreigon this week is just designed to kind of chip away at the walls and just provide kind of a little bit of extra team support this week, especially blocking stuff like phasers, unless he brings Surprise Dragon Tail, which could be interesting. But the main mon that I'm going to be dealing with Mega Aggron is this Fortress here. Getting hazards on the field are incredibly important to this team, because I anticipate a lot of switching. As I said, a bulky team, and that's why I have Wish and a bunch of recovery on all these mons so far. So Fortress makes up the slow Volt Switcher out of my U-turn core. I mean my U-switch core. Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, and Spikes round out the set. As I said, hazards are going to be incredibly useful if I get him up. He's got Defog, Togekiss, Rapid Spin, Claydol, and Defog, Rotom. I think that's the other one. But for the most part, I should be able to reliably get hazards up against stuff like Mega Aggron, and with my Rocky Helmet I should be able to get some nice chip, and from there able to hit up that slow Volt Switch. Actually, we should turn you into Relax Nature, because I want you to be as slow as possible. I want my U-turn, my U-switch to be as slow as possible. So yeah, that is Spike this week, and not Mamoswine. Last but certainly not least, I am actually bringing a Raikou, Ein, Thunderbolt, Signal Beam, Aura Sphere, and Calm Mind. And of course, I have to have that big Rash Nature because I am running Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere is mainly there because it is the best move in my arsenal to deal with that, like here I'm Black. So actually, how much is Aura Sphere? Aura Sphere is base 80. What does Signal Beam hit that Aura Sphere doesn't? Is it just for... It might be just for the Rotom. Nah, I think I want that for the Rotom. But Aura Sphere hits the Kyurem and the Umbreon and the Aggron pretty well. Thunderbolt hits the Aggron even harder, for that matter, as well as stuff like Melodic. I could go for Extrasensory to hit Amoonguss. You know what? Yeah, screw it. We'll do that. We're going for Extrasensory. Why not? Extrasensory, Aura Sphere, and Thunderbolt make up our Raikou set, because I do want to hit that Amoonguss pretty well, because otherwise it kind of walls out Raikou. Yeah. So anyway, that's my team for this week. The Wicker Man, the Swords Dance variant. I have the Assault Vest Kecleon. I have Support Flargus, Roost Taunt, Hydreigon, Spike Setter Fortress, and Calm Mind Leftovers Raikou. Yeah, cool stuff. I will see y'all for the match tomorrow. My name is Roush, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Peace.